Hello YouTube, this is Trinity coming to you for Freddy's Modern Kung Fu, and we are going to do a product review of the Youlisn percussive device. It's really awesome. I've worked with something like this before. This is my first time actually trying the Youlisn brand, and I am very happy with it. The device came in this box, and it comes with 4 separate heads here. So you have the ball head, you have the bullet, the fork head, and then the flat head. And each of these attachments are used for specific muscle areas. In my experience, I worked or work professionally doing body work, so I help to stretch people out and help to do trigger release and myofascial work. And I found that the ball head, this one here, and also the flat head are really good for general use. For people who are more sensitive and it may be a bit painful for them, the lower setting, and I found that the ball was more comfortable for them. However, if you have, some may prefer to use the flat head. So I would always say, when you're using this device, make sure that you pay attention to how your body responds to it. And if you're using it with customers, if you're a personal trainer or a massage therapist or a stretch therapist, again, always listen to what your clients are telling you. The device came in this box here, and this is what it looks like. And I am loving the all black design. Okay, silver is cool, but I was really happy when I saw the all black. It's really sleek. So I'll give you a little quick quick tour. On the bottom here is where the power button is, so you can flip it on and off. And this is also where you're going to put the charging port, so you can recharge it by putting the adapter here. The back side, the light is the indicator for battery power. Usually it lasts anywhere 5 to 6 hours, depending on how much you use it in that time. This button here is what you do to turn it on. It has 3 different settings. This is the low setting, high setting, and this is the highest setting here. Okay. To turn it off, you have to go through all settings, and then the 4th push, it'll turn the device off for you. So we're going to give you a little demonstration, and my favorite is the ball, so I'm going to start off with this one. And what you want to do is, when putting it in, it's fairly easy to put it on and take it off. So again, very convenient. Also, the difference between this device and the other percussive device that I used is the Youllisn. It feels lighter for me. So in the packaging it says it's 2.2 pounds, very light and easy to handle. So it doesn't feel bulky in your hands. And I know when I was working on Freddy earlier, it was easy for me to maneuver. I didn't start cramping up from holding it. So I really like the design, and I love that it's just 2 pounds in weight. So I'm going to put it on the lower setting. And I'm going to try it on myself first, because it does say and promote that you can do this for self-massage. So I'm really tight in my hips and in my quads. And so as you're using it, you want to do what I call moderate passes, which is where you just start at the top and you move to the bottom. Now when you have those really tough areas, if you have like a knot or an area that is just really tight and tense, you can actually hold the device in that area, and you don't want to hold it any more than 2 minutes long. Okay, so I would say 30 seconds to 90 seconds maybe. And then even while you're holding it there, you can do some motion to help loosen up the tension or to help break up any knots that you may feel in the muscles. Now after you hold it there for a few seconds, you can go ahead and start doing more passes. And this is one way. I find it a good practice to follow the striations of the muscles. And then you can also do what I call a cross pass. So So it's where you go opposite the striations. And overall, it's just a holistic approach. You want to take care of the muscle in totality, and so you don't want to negate any areas. You don't want to negate, I guess, any direction that you can actually move the device in. Safety precautions is you want to avoid the genital area. So while working on the inner thigh, you want to come a few inches below the pubic area. You can definitely work the inner thigh, but as you come closer towards the pelvic region, again, I would say at least half finger's length away from the pubic area as a safety precaution. Okay, so that feels really good. So yeah, so I love the way it feels. That's awesome. You know, it feels good. But I love, again, the way it feels. It's light enough. I know the last product that I used, it was really heavy, and I found myself getting hand cramps by the end of the session. So yeah, so I love the way this works. A couple other things that you should know about using this type of instrument is, number one, safety. So you don't want to use it on your head. Vibration is very strong. In my 1.5 years using it, I think I used the higher or the highest setting maybe once or twice. And that was, it was with larger clients who had a lot of muscle mass or a lot of body mass, and we really had to work to get into the problem areas. But basically, I know for myself, and even when I was working with Freddie, the lowest setting was great. So it's awesome that you do have the options to go medium and high. Again, listen to your body. Another thing is, of course, you want to watch the genital area, any sensitive spots you want to steer clear of, and also your the skeletal system. You do not want to put this directly on your spine or any bony areas. It could be very painful and uncomfortable, and then, you know, in worst case scenario, you could probably fracture. So again, just be very careful in your placement. The bullet head is primarily used like for joints and to really do some trigger release work. The fork is for using the area along the spine. Again, you never want to go directly on the spine, but going on the outsides along the erector muscles is the fork head is good for that. I also find that going down one side at a time, I use the ball, and it seems to work just fine as well. Flathead, you can use this generally. I think is really great, especially for the pectoral region. So again, just following the muscle striations is really good, and then it could be used generally for any other muscle groups that you feel a need to work out. So it comes in this box. It comes with these 4 attachments, 2 pounds. The vibration and the power is amazing. It has the information about the voltage and the speeds. I won't, take up time giving all of those because you can definitely read. And what it does is it helps with your mobility. It helps to release stress and tension in the muscles. It's also really good to get the lymphatic system flowing in your circulation, flowing well through the body. It helps with your range of motion. I was working with a client who had a locked up hip, and she was told by her doctor that she'll never be able to do certain movements. Well, in the stretching and then the work that we did using the percussive device, she gained a lot of range of motion and was able to do things that she never thought that she would be able to do because of that locked up joint. So it does help to increase your range of motion, to decrease your tension and stress in the body, and also it helps to help you to recover quickly from muscle soreness, after a workout. So, like I said, read all the precautions. There are some contraindications. So, like if you are pregnant or If you have certain health conditions, you do want to check with your doctor before using this device, okay? So I always say better safe than suffering. So I think that's it. It's a great product. I'm very happy. I can't wait to use it some more on myself and on Freddie and whoever else needs it. And oh, and also Youllisn, we have a 20% discount for you if you're interested in trying out the device. If you do, reach out. Let us know how you like it. But I'm very pleased with the product. It's really cool. And yeah, and thanks for listening.
Alright, so click below for the 20% off, and you'll see the coupon code down there. It's a great device.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.